What is going on, you guys? Welcome back once again to the channel. Now, we have a new Spider-Man trailer to check out today. This is Spider-Man Brand New Day final trailer, Peter's Journey. So, without further ado, I think we should just jump into this here and I can give you guys my thoughts right after. Now, I just got to say, man, this is a good time to be alive. We've got a lot of great films coming out this year. So, I'm really excited. We got Godzilla, we got Clayface, we got Doomsday, and, a couple other films. We got Resident Evil. Okay, so a lot of trailers that are coming out, and I know there's many more that I didn't mention here. So hopefully, we enjoy this last one here, and I can give you guys my thoughts right after. If you guys are enjoying the channel, you guys know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment. Always happy to read your comments, you guys. All right. And by the way, for those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. Welcome to the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this trailer.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. I have something to tell you that's gonna sound crazy.
Oh, Spider-Man Homecoming.
You're the Spider-Man.
Can't tell anybody about this. You gotta keep it a secret.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody good?
That was a 16 right there. I remember that.
We used to know each other.
Tony Stark's and his conversation, that was a
were
powerful
together.
interaction. Was it Far From Home?
But something
Mysterio.
bad was gonna happen.
No Way Home?
Me.
And the only way to stop it was to do the hard thing.
You're gonna forget who I am.
What?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna come and find you. And I'll explain everything.
You're better. I love you. I love you. Just wait and tell me when you see me again.
My name is Peter Parker, and I would like a coffee.
Is there anything else?
Maybe I'll never read this to you.
No.
Maybe I'm just writing this for me. And
No, he
maybe
looks-
that's my responsibility.
Looks much
To
older
live
there.
alone with the truth. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
We're faced with a threat that can be anyone.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion?
You think I'm Scorpion?
Talk to Banner?
No, Banner. Only Hulk.
Oh!
I'm sorry, but you're in danger. What?
Oh,
I promise
much
you that I will
better.
keep you safe.
Please, you just have to trust me. Come on.
Fine.
You're the only one who can sense
Yo,
it.
did you hear Hulk's
Can we
voice?
do this one at a time, please?
You're the only one who can defeat it.
That was much better. Ooh! So good.
The Spidey Tracker app says that Spider-Man is in the direct vicinity.
Oh, yeah? No way, that's crazy.
All right, guys, so there we have it. That was the final trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, definitely got a lot of nostalgia right at the beginning of the trailer, and obviously all of the first three movies before this one, and I've enjoyed every one of them, honestly, in different ways. I think probably the most exciting one for me was the third one, the No Way Home. That one was probably the best because it had a lot of nostalgia in there. And it had Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in there as Tobey Maguire's, as well as Tobey Maguire's. And I really enjoyed their chemistry together. So it was good to see Andrew Garfield back because I never thought he would come back as Spider-Man. And I really enjoyed him as Spider-Man. I thought he had the characteristics, even the look, the body, like the tall, kind of scrawny look. And then the movements, like as he did the fighting, there's a scene where he's fighting Dr. Lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man. And he just like wrapping around him like a spider as he's webbing him up. That was super accurate to a realistic spider. And I thought he had a type of fighting technique that was very unique that matched a spider's movement, And Tobey Maguire's was also great as Spider-Man. And Tom Holland was also, has also been great as Spider-Man. But I think that the movement is not quite there on either of them. I think the movement, like the spider movement, the spider fighting technique with using all of the webs, I think that one was applied much better with Andrew Garfield. And even the swinging choreography or the swinging style, however you call it, I think that was much better to watch, especially when we saw the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Um, what was with Electro and the Green Goblin, and I think that was it, right? Even Black Cat was in there, was kind of like teased in there. But oh, and then Rhino, of course, they were both kind of teased in ways in there, but they didn't have full encounters or fights with Spider-Man. But in the beginning of the film, it showed like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man swinging from the sky. I think he just jumped off of a helicopter or something, and he's just jumping and swinging towards the city below him. So the way that that film opened up with him swinging through the city was just phenomenal to see. And I wish they would apply those types of swinging styles to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And now it looks like in this trailer, they're actually doing a little bit of that. They're applying some of the swinging styles from uh, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man to Tom Holland's. And then, Tobey Maguire has always had his own thing. They're actually taking the organic webbing from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and applying it to Tom Holland's as well. So very cool combination of both of those Spider-Man finally being applied into this current one that we have, this current actor, which I think Tom Holland is, he's great. He's a great actor. That scene with him trying to tell MJ who he actually is when MJ doesn't remember him anymore, I thought that was such a sentimental, very powerful, heartwarming, and heartbreaking scene due to his performance. The way he just looks at her and how he desperately wants to just tell her, but he just can't. I thought that was a very powerful scene in that film, in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. So I really can't wait to see this. And I just got to say, to finish off this last thought of my trailer, of my review for the trailer, the whole trailer was great. And I've seen already a couple of the trailers before. I can't wait to see his encounter with like the Scorpion. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a short fight, but Scorpion has kind of been wanting to avenge, to take vengeance and kill Spider-Man. So I don't know how that's going to pay off, but if it's a short fight, it's kind of going to let me down a little bit. But I'm pretty sure that's not our main focus, right? So it's going to be the encounter with Scorpion, with Tombstone and the clan, and probably what's his name? I forget. The Chameleon, and I mean this. I don't know who's his main enemy here, And then you have Jean Grey here also controlling a whole lot of things. So I don't know who the actual villain is going to be here, what the focus is. I know that he's trying to get back to MJ. He's trying to tell her, who he is and all these things. And he's developing these organic webbing. He's starting to evolve, or mutate into the spider. And he's becoming much more powerful. I know that, but I don't know what the plot is here. I don't know what's going on. But you guys, finally, I just wanted to talk about the Hulk. Did you guys hear the voice of the Hulk? Man, it has been altered. It has been, or I should say, it's altered, right? And it has been much more. It's much more sinister. It's much more evil looking or sounding. The way that he says it, very menacing, compared to like the weird auto tuning they had on the Hulk. I think the last movie where he really was the Hulk was in, where was it? And Thor Ragnarok, and his voice sounded a little weird there. I mean, did you guys notice? I kept getting thrown off by his voice in that movie, and I kind of looked into it, and I guess there's like auto tuning, and there's some weird flaws going on in there. So definitely very weird. But that did keep the consistency of the tone of his voice, the sound of his voice, since the Avengers film when we first saw the Hulk there, when he first made his first appearance there. So they kept that voice going, but once I heard that auto tuning and Thor Ragnarok, it just threw me off completely. And then, of course, we had him in Infinity War and Endgame, but at that point, they completely nerfed the Hulk, and he just became Professor Hulk, and nobody wanted that. As a fan, I didn't want that either. I wanted to see more of Hulk raging out and then, being uncontrollable and actually having a fair fight. So it looks like we're actually going to get that in this film, okay? Now, I don't think Spider-Man and the Punisher are much of a threat to the Hulk. To be honest, I don't know how Spider-Man is going to actually take him down, even if he has the Shocker's gauntlet. I don't know how he's going to do it. What's he going to do? Just trap him with his webs? Punisher can't really do much either. I mean, he could maybe throw bombs, explosives at him. And I've heard, in the comics, he does a lot of these kinds of things to defeat his enemies. I think it's a Hulk. He like threw a grenade at him or something, or he exploded him from the inside, something like that. I kind of read, but it's very vague in my mind. But I don't know how either of them are going to take the Hulk down. And the look, the design, the tone of the color, like the green on the skin, it's much more desaturated, so it looks a lot more gray, like more neutralized. And I actually love that they did that. This brings a more serious look on the Hulk, a more scary look on the Hulk, and he's much bigger. They've have built his muscle up a lot more. They made him look like a bodybuilder. There's a scene where he's posing, like he's like kind of like doing like a twist of of his waist, and he's kind of looking to the side, and he kind of looks like he's posing like a bodybuilder there. And he looks fantastic, man. He looks scary. He looks legit powerful. And even his face, the design is a little different as well compared to the old. And throughout the movies, the design of the face has slightly changed. They redesigned the Hulk's face in each film. So obviously he's going to look a little bit different in each film. This one, I think, has beat all of the looks. This is the much better look. This is the look that we all wanted. It's definitely equivalent or very similar to the 2003 Hulk, the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. I think that was a fantastic Hulk. Definitely a little bit different appearing to the look of the actor that was playing Bruce. I didn't think it matched the look very good. This one here, the Mark Ruffalo one, it looks like he's definitely like he looks like Hulk, for the face. Even when he's Hulk, he looks like Mark Ruffalo. Like they look like each other, you know what I mean? And then the other 2003 one, or what is 2008, I think, with Edward Norton, he looked nothing like Edward Norton. I really love the design of the Hulk, but my biggest issue with that film was that he looked nothing like Edward Norton. It just looked like he was just another monster, and Edward Norton was another person. Edward Norton didn't feel like Bruce Banner to me. He just felt like too small, too scrawny. I don't know what it was. The action was great in that film. The adaptation of Hulk, the way that he looks was fantastic. But I just couldn't see Edward Norton as the Hulk. So now that we have Mark Ruffalo, I do see him as the Hulk because the face looks exactly like Mark Ruffalo, even when he's morphed completely into the Beast, So those were a little bit of my little doubts here and there, nitpicks from the older, the 2008 Hulk film. And of course, you have the 2003 one, which was also really cool. But this one here, I'm very excited about, you guys. I think it's going to be fantastic to see the Hulk back in action. And I'm just curious to see how they're going to put him down, man. How are they going to take this humongous beast down during this fight, during this encounter? I don't know. It's definitely going to take much more than Spider-Man and the Punisher to take him down. So we'll see who intrudes in this fight. They haven't told us who, but it will be interesting to see how it goes down. You guys, let me know your thoughts down below. At the bottom of this video, I would like to hear what you thought about the final trailer. And are you excited to see this film? All right. I don't have a doubt that you do, unless you're just not a Marvel fan at all. But if you are, let me know what you think. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this trailer with me. And I will see you all on the next trailer reaction. Take care of yourselves. Peace.